This next part, we're going to introduce the camera bracket. Now, this is what's needed to attach to the arm in order for the camera to attach and be able to fold neatly. So let's talk about what's inside first. This is the main bracket. This is what allows the camera to attach to these arms. Next, we have a nut that attaches and secures everything. We have a rubber washer. We also have this pad, which is going to protect the camera from the metal surface when it's in storage. And we have these two Velcro strips. These are going to help secure the pad to the tabletop. All right, let's take this one step at a time. First of all, let's choose which arm that this is going to go to. And here on the tip, you're going to see that there is a screw and there is a pill-shaped metal top there. What we're going to do is align that straight to there. And you can see that this is adjustable so that you can adjust where the camera goes in the future. But for now, let's just put it somewhere around the middle. Then we want to take the rubber washer, secure it over the screw at the top, and then we want to take the actual nut and screw down on that. So again, here you want to tighten this as much as you can with your hands so that it's very sturdy. And once you have a sturdy fix on it, then you're going to see that this is very, very stable. And the way it gets stored is typically going to be like this, where it's going to be on its side and the camera sits on top. We're going to mount a camera on here in just a second so you can understand how all that works. All right, so I've got my camera here. This is a Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, and this is going to fit right on top of here so you can see where the screw is. It's a regular mounting plate, and I'm going to align the screws to where that is, and then just tighten it with my hand. Once it's tightened as much as I can, then if you want to give it a little extra oomph, we've got an Allen key included, and then this screw has an Allen key socket at the bottom, and then you can just give it a little extra twist to make sure that it's really secure. So now the camera is mounted to this arm, and we're going to be able to position this almost anywhere, and wherever you feel like it should be, you just stop there, and then tighten this little red knob, and it's going to stay right there in place, and you have a lot of flexibility. This is the protective pad that's going to protect the camera from the metallic surface. So in order for this to work, what we need to do is first estimate where on the surface this is going to go. So I think right here makes sense. All right, let's get the Velcro lined up. What we want to do is get the rough, scratchy side facing up in order to get the best stickiness. And in order to get that done, what we want to do is kind of go up, down, and weave that through some of these holes. And once you have that woven through, then you just loop it around on itself, and now it's stuck on. We have one more Velcro strip, so I want to measure typically roughly from here to here. So I think the next one is going to be right here. So let's go here, and again, just going to weave it back and forth, and then underneath, I'm just going to fold it on top of itself. So now we have two Velcro strips. This protective mat is going to sit right here. You only need to put this here when you put this into storage and you want to keep your camera safe. So with that in place, what you can do is now take your camera, rest it on that nice cushioned mat, and then you'll see that everything lines up perfectly. And if you tighten this up, then this is not going anywhere. Let's do the same with this. Let's tighten this thing up on this side. And where you can see here, I've done a lying down configuration. That's also fine. You just give it a little bit of a lift, then tighten it and push it down. And with both of these like this, I feel perfectly safe just going like this and folding it down. Okay? But if you want the extra stability, then you always have the option of taking this extra Velcro strap and pulling it through one of these loops and looping it around. That's going to give you that extra peace of mind that this is not going to go knocking other stuff around while you're in transit. So let me see if I could get this through here. There we go. So you can do that. So that is how you use the camera mounting bracket.